Good afternoon, evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world, and welcome back to the VectorCast. A little different today. I'm the one doing the talking to start us off. Um, I'm Illy96, partner of Vector, and today, as usual, I've got my co-host over to my right, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
left,
yeah, yeah.
right. Monk's Blood. How are you doing, sir?
Doing great. Ah, feels nice to be on this side.
Yeah, it feels nice to not have to do the intro.
Yes.
By the way, we decided that I was going to do the intro about 15 seconds before we started this
No prep.
podcast. So that was no preparation at all. That was just straight off the bat. I'm pretty happy with how it went, honestly.
Yeah, solid.
Um, I think it was
VectorCast.
solid.
Talk
Obviously, yeah,
CDL.
Vectorcast. We talk all things
Yeah.
Call of Duty League, Call of Duty in general, as well as some other esports news and gaming news,
Heck yeah.
just in general. And then we just talk randomly about stupid stuff
Yeah, I
as
got
well.
something. I got something
Um,
for you right off the top, if I may.
Right, some stupid stuff or
What is
gaming news?
your DJ name? Because as you guys know, Illing does some DJ work on the side there. What is your DJ name?
So my DJ name has actually changed very recently. It started off when I first started.
DJ Average Size?
Obviously, DJ Massive Peen. Um, no, uh,
Uh,
my DJ name to start off was DJ London.
that's
Just
pretty
because
sick.
obviously wanted people to know where I'm from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But has changed recently. I am actually now DJ MI6. Which with my
Mission
initials,
Impossible 6?
not Mission Impossible. No, it's the British Secret Service. Uh, MI6 is British Secret Service.
Oh,
So,
dang.
um,
That's pretty
but
good.
it's also like MI as my initials. So, yeah, we went with that, and then it's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, dude. I've been
Enjoying it.
jamming to your recommended Spotify when I was at work the other day, just crushing Peaches Station. I was working in the kitchen Friday,
Yeah.
Saturday because people on vacation had to fill in some holes, and I was frying, dude. I was locked in. The music had me
Good
turned.
tunes. Some good tunes on there.
Yes, sir. So we were wrapping up. It's been a while since we seen everybody. You know,
Yeah,
took
I
a week
mean,
off
well,
after
obviously
major.
we had Major 4, not last weekend, the weekend before.
Uh huh.
We didn't want to go straight into doing a podcast and then talking champs because I wanted to digest it a little bit,
Yeah.
digest what happened at Major 4, think about champs, think
Yeah.
about what we're gonna have coming up, not this weekend but next weekend. So obviously we've got this 3-week break between Major 4 and champs, but it's gonna be this season has been the most unbelievable season of Call of Duty I've ever watched. From start to finish, this has been unbelievable.
Yeah.
Even from the kickoff classic, it's just been the matches have been unreal. We've had, if you're counting the kickoff classic, we've had 6 different teams win a tournament.
That's crazy.
So kickoff classic
Started out
let
with
me just
Ultra.
remind myself. Toronto Ultra won that.
Yep.
Obviously, Major 1 was won by Optic. Major
Yeah.
2 was won by LA Gorillas. Pro-Am
Gorillas.
Classic was then won by the New York Subliners. Major 3 was obviously
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Yeah, you're good.
yeah. Major 3 was Seattle Surge.
Surged up.
And then Major 4 is what we're gonna get into.
Your boys.
Obviously, was won by
Your
my
guys.
boys, the LA Thieves. But I mean, look,
It was such a
it's
great
just setting
weekend.
up. It was an amazing weekend.
It
Of
was
Call of
nuts.
Duty. Everything, all the just, it was just shocks everywhere. Different matchups, just teams
Couldn't believe it.
choking, teams absolutely just frying. Like it couldn't have been a better weekend, storyline wise, as well as just the action itself was just unreal.
It was so cool. That theater that they had it at in New York was
Oh, it was
dope.
I think it was the Queen's Theater, wasn't it, in New York?
Queens or
Is
King's
that
Theater, something royalty. I don't know. You should know whatever it is. Something
it
non-existent.
was something royal.
Yeah, something royal. It didn't even really matter. It was wild. It was nice to see like a theater like that
Mhm.
And because you just only have 2 teams on stage, like, it's not like a big
Yeah.
Apex LAN or a Warzone LAN where you have to have all this space, you need to
Mhm.
have, what, 8 8 stations? 8 computers, 8
Right.
monitors, that's it, a little
Yeah, and
space to
it was
walk
a
in.
great arena. It was honestly, it was a stunning
Yeah,
arena,
beautiful.
and the Call of Duty matched the arena. There was some beautiful Call of Duty played this weekend. Well, last
Shout out to
2 weekends.
Nenji in chat, that was a funny joke, my friend. I think I might have just got follow botted. 10 quick
Yeah,
follows
actually,
and none of them really made sense, but, appreciate the follows on, Twitch.
we hate to see it. We hate to see it. Anyway, so let's talk a little bit about the major that's just passed,
Yeah.
Major 4. Um, so obviously coming into this weekend,
How many points
there
did
was
you
only
have?
two. Well, we'll talk about that in a sec. But um, there was only two um, teams that actually qualified for
Yeah.
champs going into Major 4. So there was this unbelievable storyline where
6.
only one team basically couldn't make it into champs going into Major 4, which was obviously Paris Legion, who
Yeah.
had a very forgettable season.
Well, no
And
more. Las Vegas now.
well, now obviously they are going to be moving to Las Vegas. They're going
Yeah.
to be the Las Vegas Legion. I believe they're going to keep the Legion. I don't know if that's been confirmed yet
Las
that they're going to be Las
Vegas
Vegas Legion.
High
I think
Rollers.
it actually runs really well, so I think they will keep it. But anyway, I mean, so New York subliners came into the tournament. This is where I want to start, Monks. I'm just going to start with New York
Yeah. I
because
love it.
they had the greatest story in Call of Duty history this season. For the first three majors, they didn't win a single LAN game at all. They were basically they were 30 points off the eighth spot of getting champs. It was like no one was just everyone was had written them off. They like the unthinkable had to happen for New York to qualify.
I mean, I had
Um,
him losing.
I had them going out in the first losers round.
Yeah, same.
I
I
had
think
them
a lot of
getting
people did.
probably because of their performances on LAN in the past, and
And you know what I
um,
normally do? I'm like, oh, home field advantage. They're going to play great. And I didn't do
right,
it this time. Unbelievable.
yeah, yeah. I mean, mistakes were made, monks. Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made.
But they showed up. Well, last weekend, two
It's
weekends
huge.
ago. And it was
It's crazy.
map after map. They just seemed to gain
Like
confidence. They
every
were
day.
absolutely frying. Hydra and Krim. Well, Krim was just being an idiot all weekend. Like his entrances were brilliant.
I think I texted you. Yeah,
The Undertaker entrance he did was just
it was
hilarious.
beautiful. Love to see
That
it.
was his worst game that he played all weekend, so he said he's never doing that ever again. Um, but his interviews got more and more fine-worthy with every time he was interviewed. So, but it was just such a great
There was
weekend
a guy in the crowd
for
that
New
looked
York.
like him, right? He's not
And then
related
there
to
was
him, right?
Crim 7. There was Crim 7, who is not related to
It's
him,
just a look
and is
like.
actually came into the tournament as a Boston Breach fan.
Really?
He was wearing a Boston Breach hoodie
Like
when he was
Thursday?
in the arena on the first day. On the Thursday, Prim spotted him
Yeah.
and immediately gave him a Sublines jersey and renamed him Crim 7. Guy has now rebranded his whole Twitch, his whole Twitter, everything. He is now the official Crim 7
Yeah.
on Twitch, Twitter,
He like
everything. So
invited him to the next champs or
and
whatever, right?
he's been invited to champs. Crim's gonna fly him out to champs,
He's
which
like
I think is just hilarious. So
he's like if New York
um
doesn't do it, I'll do it or something. Subliners
right.
don't do it, I'm doing it.
But that's the thing. New York made it. They actually made it to champs. The biggest underdog story. Not only did they make it to champs, they got all the way to grand
Yeah,
finals. We'll talk a little bit
winners.
about
Oh God.
and they didn't. They only lost one game, being in the grand finals. So I mean, they had a hell of a run. Obviously, beating Minnesota, beating Florida, then beating LA Thieves in winners final. Only to lose to the Thieves in grand finals.
Yeah.
So I mean, but you have to give it to New York. They put their spot. They booked their spot into champs. we're not gonna see a champs without Krim yet. Um, this will be his 10th Call of Duty championships that he's been to in a row.
What?
Um,
That's crazy.
which I think there's only one player who matches him, which I believe is either I think it's Simp. Well, no, sorry, it's Scump.
Scump. That's what I was gonna
Scump's
say.
it's Scump. Scump and Krim are the only two to have been to the last 10 championships in a row.
Hmm.
Um, and you know what? I want to see those two match up at some point over Champs Weekend. I think that'll be a hell of a matchup if we get Optic against New York. But we'll see how the bracket falls in a
Yeah.
little bit. Um, obviously, who you do want to who were you disappointed most with this weekend, Monks, or
um,
over the stage of Major 4?
that's what I was looking at earlier before we started the pod, and I was looking. I mean, London. What happened? They were playing great, and then they lose to Ultra off the
So I
rip.
actually predicted London to win Major 4, and they got double elimed in the
Yeah,
first round.
I had them going to the grand finals.
Yeah, that was
Like, what is
I
that a
don't know what happened with
strat
London. Like the
or?
thing is, they weren't even playing that badly. Like they lost close games. They just didn't show up really. To what they were doing online.
Yeah,
It does worry me for them going to champs because obviously we're going into another LAN event, so they just haven't found that LAN form this season. Really since Major 1 where they got top 3. Uh, but I think London. They've got to get very lucky with their matchups.
yeah.
Um, and it will be interesting to see. Obviously I believe they've got the 4th seed locked in for champs. So um, they're gonna
Yeah, but they're
they're
playing
gonna
good teams. They're in the middle of the pack right there.
they're gonna be in that middle of the pack.
Yeah,
So
where anybody can
um,
beat
I
anybody.
think I think they did get on arguably. Arguably, I'd say it's probably the easier side of the bracket, even though Atlanta FaZe is on that side of the bracket.
Yeah,
I just think with that other winners bracket, it's just unbelievably stacked.
yeah, stacked up.
So I think they did get a little. They probably wasn't the worst thing in the world for them to finish.
I mean, maybe that's
To
what they
finish
did.
in 4th.
Maybe they did it on purpose. You know, I don't
I
know.
don't think they did. I don't think you never want to go into champs not on form.
Well,
You want to win as much as you can going
sure.
into champs. Um, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with London.
Who
I mean, Atlanta FaZe. I mean, they didn't play the cleanest Call of Duty this on
they
a
beat
Major 4.
Optic, which I thought was a
Uh,
doubler. You know.
they did. They did. Obviously, they lost to FaZe in winners round 1. Sorry, they lost to LA Thieves in winners round 1.
Yeah.
They then dropped down, and honestly, nearly lost to Paris. In losers round 1. I mean, Paris actually put up a hell of a fight against them.
Yeah. I mean,
Just that
teams. That's just
final
teams.
S&D.
Teams show up against FaZe. They want to beat
They
them.
do,
They
yeah.
want to knock them
They do.
off. They know if they beat FaZe, they're gonna get a story on Dextro or whatever website you want. You know, they're gonna be like, "Is this team
Right,
good or
right,
not?"
right.
You know, but they beat. You
And I
know,
mean,
they
also
beat
they're
a lot
fighting
of
for their.
teams.
You've got to think they're fighting for their places in the CDL.
Yeah.
These guys, especially with the move from Paris to Las Vegas, these guys don't know if they're going to be playing in the CDL. New owners of the team, they just don't know. So it's going to be.
Yeah.
They were fighting for their spots.
It's a young
And
team
if it's
too.
not even for the spot on Paris's team, it's for a spot on a different roster. So
Continue your career
um,
in this.
I think if Temp is someone who will probably get a spot somewhere
Yeah.
if it's not still at the Legion next year. I mean, I thought Johnny came in late and he's played pretty well. So there's a chance he might get a spot. The other two guys, I'm not so sure
Mm-hmm.
though. But we'll see. Obviously, Gorillas.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna
I,
ask. Who do
I,
you think fell on? Who disappointed you?
I think for the fact that they were actually a team that won a major and didn't qualify for champs, I have to say the Los Angeles Gorillas. Um, they
They had a lot of moving parts this year.
they did. They never had a set roster.
Exactly.
and I think it cost them big time.
Yeah, for sure.
They just couldn't get that togetherness. They couldn't get that chemistry with each other, and it's cost them a spot at champs. And I think they're gonna that roster's gonna look very different next year. Um, and it will be interesting to see what that roster does look like,
Hmm.
whether Hugh will still be a part of that team, and things like that. I think it's going to be interesting.
Do you think
Um,
he's just? I mean, why do you mention him out of all the people?
I think
You think he's really good, or you think he's not good
I think
enough?
he just hasn't had the game the last couple of years, and what I mean by that is like he was absolutely frying on Modern Warfare, and then Cold War, he was it just wasn't his game at all. Like
Yeah.
the whole style of the game wasn't in his
Hmm.
favor. I think it's the same
Well,
with
coming back
Vanguard as
to
well.
modern guns, you know.
Whereas Modern Warfare 2 might fit his style again
Yeah.
more. So I think he's obviously he is a good player. There's no denying that he is a class player. Um, it will be interesting to see what kind of how it looks next year for them. So are you writing down class? Is that what you?
No. So I thought I had something came into my head, and I was laughing about it. I didn't want to interrupt, so I'm writing it down for the audio listener. Like, well,
I was just wondering what you were laughing at, bro.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
usually when I say something that you are not used to me saying,
yeah.
you end up laughing about it.
Yeah,
So
that's true. The dialect, the English. But no, I was just laughing about because I don't know if it was LA Gorilla's phase, but I remember one of the matchups, somebody shooting a dead body, and I laughed
yeah,
about it.
it was simp.
I
It
think it
was
was
simp,
Simp,
and it
and I
was
think it
again.
was against the Gorillas, maybe
Was it Gorillas or was it Mutineers?
something like that. It wasn't, it was early in the
It wasn't
week.
Optic, and
Oh yeah, it was not Optic. It was not
it
LA.
wasn't LA because they got pissed on twice by LA. Um, it was either, and then they didn't do it to Legion. I don't
Yeah, no, I
think.
think it might have been Gorillas.
I think it was Gorillas actually. Yeah, I think you're right.
It was
Because
on
Simp got like a
Tuscan
three
or something.
piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, Simp got a three piece, which he just should not be winning, and was shooting bodies. Like emptied a whole mag of his
Yeah.
SMG and his pistol into him.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, he might get fined for that. I don't know.
No, you don't get fined for body shooting.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely.
He's
I
just
mean,
making
I
sure he was
liked it.
dead, bro. I mean, you
That's what
never
the
know.
commentators say.
My,
He's just making sure he's dead.
it was Maven and Merc, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Who were
I think so.
commentating.
I think so.
Uh, I think Maven said,
It was great.
"Hey, there's zombies in this game. You never know."
You never know. You never know. That's why I mean, Warzone has zombies now. I'm like, what is going
Uh,
on here? Fortress Keep
uh,
with some zombie chests. But that's neither here nor
not sure
there.
about that one. Not sure about that one. Anyway, so obviously, I mean, Optic had a decent weekend.
Yeah,
Not the best. Started off with that loss, obviously. They started in the losers bracket anyway, so it would have been a tough run for them. They did make a run all the way through
yeah. They beat
to
some good
eliminations
teams.
round 4. Obviously beating Ultra, beating Boston, beating Minnesota, meaning
Minnesota. Like these
Minnesota
are
were
all good teams.
eliminated. That game eliminated Minnesota from champs as well.
Mm.
So, um, uh, Breach haven't arguably been in the best form recently, but are still a very good team. Ultra have been kind of hit or miss,
As Ultra is this year.
as Ultra have been all year. And then obviously they did come, their run came to an end against Atlanta FaZe, who then went on to rematch LA Thieves
Their first game on
after being
Thursday.
3-1, after being beat 3-1 in the winners round 1. They then got beat 3-1 again in the elimination finals.
They did.
And I do have to say, and like, yes, I know I support the LA Thieves, so it's going to sound like I'm just bigging them up, but that was the best Call of Duty I've seen from them all season. That weekend, they were
From LA Thieves or
just
FaZe?
from LA Thieves.
Yeah.
They were just locked in all weekend.
And New
They had
York,
that
man. It was crazy.
they had that one game against New York
Yeah.
where even though it was 3-1, that I mean,
They were close games.
they were.
Yeah.
I think it was one hard point where New York just absolutely stomped on them.
Yeah.
But the other games were all close. So, and then obviously that was the matchup for grand finals, which oh my, what a hell of a matchup that was.
Like that's a crazy so 130 LA is playing New York, they lose. and then they have to go play phase right after beat phase, and
Mm.
they were playing Call of Duty for a very long
Oh,
time.
for 7 hours.
Yeah, it was a long time.
It was a long time. I
I
mean,
can't even
I
stream for
don't think the
7 hours.
I don't even think the final
It
finished
might have been.
until,
It would have
like,
been longer than that.
9, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it was pretty
So,
late.
I mean, they were I mean, yeah, they probably were playing for, like, 8, 9
I
hours,
wonder what they
of that.
drink, because you see, they have the water bottles, but they have I don't know if it's a G Fuel
G
or
Fuel,
what it
bro.
is, but it's like,
G Fuel or water usually is what they
but it
drink.
wasn't like, maybe it was Game Fuel, because it was like the color on it was just so gross looking.
Yeah.
And I was like, what flavor of whatever it is that? It looks like a rust color, and they were all drinking it. So I think at the event, whatever, they all had it.
Possibly, yeah.
It was very strange.
It might be Mountain Dew, actually.
It's some sort of
Oh,
weird
it could
mountain.
have
That's
been,
what I mean.
because obviously CDL is
Game
sponsored by
Fuel.
Mountain
Yeah.
Dew, so. Anyway, so that grand finals was unbelievable.
Yeah.
So obviously we started with Bocage Hardpoint. New York obviously got the map picks as they came in through the winners bracket, so they were able to choose what maps they didn't want to play, and also the order they wanted to play the maps in. So they started off with a hard point that the LA Thieves really haven't been strong at, and they barely played all year in Bocage Hardpoint. And New York came out and won that first map, 250 to 205. It was a strong showing. But I mean, like, as an LA Thieves fan, I wasn't really worried because that wasn't a map that the LA Thieves have been really playing at
Yeah.
all season. So then Desert Siege S&D came around. New York went 2-0 up in maps after winning 6-4. And then from an LA Thieves standpoint, I was starting to get a little worried. I was
Yeah.
just like,
I
okay,
was
well,
like, dude, is New
this is
York
just
really gonna
like
do this
this is
right
like
now?
New York are popping off.
And they're gonna do it at
And
home?
then everything just flipped.
Yeah.
We went to Berlin for Control, and that was one of the cleanest trios I've ever seen on Berlin
That was
Control.
fast. I think I
It
was
was
like,
very fast.
I think I might have been out and like missed that whole round. I was like, what?
Oh, I
Wait.
mean, it literally maybe lasted like 15 minutes.
Yeah. It was crazy.
At like a most, it
I think I
lasted
might have
like
been
15 minutes. So,
walking to the bar,
um,
walking to the pub.
and
Sundays is my
then
day
Berlin
off.
Hardpoint came around, and that was one where New York actually stomped on LA Thieves earlier in the day,
Mm-hmm.
and just the opposite happened.
Yeah.
LA Thieves came out, won that 250 to 140, and put themselves back on terms at 2-2 in maps. And suddenly you're thinking, okay, here we go. We just got ourselves a game here.
Yeah.
And I thought exactly the same. We went to Bocage S&D. New York won that map. So New York up 3-2, and you're thinking this is going to be like
Yeah.
a hell of a tournament.
We're in for it.
Then it went Gavusu Control. LA Thieves won that 3-1. Again, very comfortable on Control. I think it's probably LA Thieves' strongest game mode right now. I would say is Control. And then we went to S&D in Berlin and 6-1 LA Thieves. So
Yeah, that was when I was like, all
suddenly
right.
it's all changed. LA Thieves are up 4-3. Going into a Tuscan hardpoint, you're thinking, well, is it surely like this going? Everyone thought this was going to
Mm-hmm.
game 9. Like I think
Yeah.
everyone thought map 9 is coming. There's no like it's just gonna happen. These teams have been just going at each other. But no, it did turn out that the LA Thieves were gonna win it, 5-3 after they a pretty comfortable hard point in Tuscan. I think honestly, New York just kind of
I
it
think I
just
might have
kind
been
of wore
tired or something.
themselves out.
Yeah.
They looked tired.
Yeah.
I mean, they played some
It's a lot of
pretty
stressful Call
they
of
played
Duty
some
over the
pretty deep
weekends.
maps.
Yeah. And they,
And obviously they had to win pretty much everything
yeah.
to
And
qualify.
they did.
They didn't need to win the grand finals.
Yeah.
Obviously, they would have loved to have done it in front of their home crowd. Um, but hey, LA Thieves came out on top. I think Kenny was
Kenny was frying.
Kenny was voted MVP of the tournament.
Yeah, well deserved.
And I think well deserved
Yeah.
because he was absolutely frying. I mean, even in that grand finals, he had a 1.15 KD over 8 maps. So I
Yeah.
mean, he did pretty well.
Uh-huh.
None of the New York subliners were over a 1 KD in that grand finals.
What how many points you get?
Should we just
We're
talk
lagging.
about? Let's just talk about champs. No, I got 6 points.
Dang, dude. I got 4. I'd love to
Yeah, I
see
got
it.
6.
It was a wild weekend. I mean, I don't even know how anybody.
How many? Wait, did you say you got 2?
I got 4. Yeah.
You got 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't a good one.
I don't think it was a good prediction for anybody. I mean, there's just so many upsets and so many twists and
Yeah, and
turns.
I would be very surprised if anyone got a high amount of points
Yeah.
in that bracket because that bracket was just chalked, man.
Yeah, it was chalked off day
It
one.
was chalked from day one, and it was horrible. But hey, now let's look forward
I
to
almost
not
feel
this
like
weekend.
it was like strategic. People were like, "All right, if we lose, because if you winners play the least amount of COD," and I was like, maybe FaZe wanted to lose off rip,
Yeah,
play
I
some more
mean,
games against. I mean, I don't know.
possibly, but I mean, I don't know.
You
I
never want
think
to put yourself in
obviously
that.
LA Thieves dominated them. Um, so like even if they were trying to lose, they were really trying to lose because that was a domination. So
August 4th. I'm ready.
mhm.
You ready to get these predictions in? What a season, huh?
Yeah.
What a season.
I mean, it has been a hell of a year. Like we said it earlier, and we seem to say it every episode.
You never know what's
This
going to
season
happen.
gets better and better
It's insane.
every weekend. This season gets better. So, we are heading into the final tournament of the season now.
L.A.
Um, down in LA.
Into La La
Again,
Land.
we're back in LA. Disappointing. I really wish we'd gone to London for this. I just think the crowd would have just been
Yeah.
unreal if it was in London.
Isn't that where UFC was at this weekend?
Yeah, UFC was in London.
What's that
Boy,
guy's
Paddy.
Patty?
He's gold, man. He's absolute gold.
Yeah, he's something else.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, he's.
But yeah. Anyway, so
Oh,
we
well,
head to LA August 4th.
speaking of him, do you remember? Did you see the thing where he's like, "I'm gonna
Yeah, he's gonna teabag him.
teabag him like a Modern Warfare 2," and he did. That was great.
He did do it.
Like Modern
And then
Warfare
made
2.
a very heartwarming speech about mental health, which I thought was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry to interrupt. Major. Champs.
Not major.
Champs.
Championship
Weekend.
weekend.
8 teams.
8 teams remaining. Obviously, the 8 teams that we have left.
The best of the best.
Atlanta FaZe, Optic Texas, LA Thieves, London Royal Ravens, Seattle Surge, Austin Breach, Toronto Ultra, and the New York Subliners. That is from 1st seed to 8th seed right there. It's going to be unreal. You might not have watched any competitive Call of Duty this year. You might have never watched any competitive Call of Duty ever. You are going to want to tune in this weekend. Also, if you want a free beta code for Modern Warfare 2, tune in on Champ Sunday. There's an opportunity where you can get one
Really?
on Call of Duty's YouTube and also through the website. So just tune in. You never know. You could get a free beta code. So just do it.
Gotta do it.
Why not?
I think I might have
I'll be
a
watching.
skin or something. I might have got something last time. There was like QR codes, remember?
You always get all kind of yeah. So and there are always rewards for watching as well.
Yeah.
Even if you're not watching it, just have it on. Get free rewards that you can use.
How many
in Call
did
of
they
Duty.
have? What was it, like 80,000 people were watching on YouTube?
Grand finals, I think. Well,
Live?
the FaZe Optic
Yeah.
game I think had 176,000 viewers total.
Sheesh.
And then it dropped down a little bit. I think grand finals was around 96,000.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Even still, I mean, huge numbers for the Gorgie League. Champs is only going to be bigger.
Yeah.
Champs is going to be huge, and it's going to be exciting, and I can't wait for it. So let's kick off with our predictions.
I can't
Let's
even.
say our predictions haven't been great.
No. No, they have not.
When it's come to the majors this year. I think it's partly to blame with the fact that this season's just been completely nuts. And you literally can't predict what's going to happen. So I mean, I was thinking about this. I might just predict every game to be an upset and hope for the best.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I'm
Uh,
looking at some of these matchups and I'm just like, I know where I want to go with it, but I don't know where I want to
yeah,
go with it.
you don't know
But
what's gonna
anyway,
happen.
let's kick it off. 3 o'clock Thursday, August 4th. We have the London Royal Ravens against Seattle Surge. That's going to be the first game of Champs. Monks, where's your head at with this one?
Seattle Surge can beat anyone at any given time. Is that the
Yeah.
Seattle Surge that's going to show up? I mean, it goes same can be said with London. But I think Seattle is going to win this one. I have it 3-2. Going to be tight. All these games are going to be close. I don't think there's going to be a 3-0.
I have also got a 3-2 Seattle Surge on this one.
Come on, man. You got to go reverse.
No, I am not going to do that because here's what I'll say. Firstly, I think Pred's going to win Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
I think that Seattle Surge team is just very, very strong. London haven't performed on LAN this year apart from Major 1.
They play great,
So,
at the house. Like it's like what?
They play great online.
What is their deal? They
going to be online.
Can't show up, like perform.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. There's something about the comfort of your own setup. I guess
They need to do something going on there. It might be a mental thing.
I think Seattle are very strong. I really like this roster. I really like accuracy, Mac, Pred, and Sib. I think they're a great team. They work so well off each other.
Yeah.
Sib, there was an interview that went out today on the Call of Duty League, which I was watching before we started this podcast, where he was talking about the fact that there is
Shoots
as a
nukes
team, they don't have to even talk about what they're gonna do; they just do it. And
that's beautiful.
Him and Mac have been playing together for a long time.
Yeah.
Through the challenges scene as well. And he said that he'd never even heard of Pred when this roster was made.
Yeah.
And he said Pred's one of the best players he's ever played with. And he's absolutely frying on maps, and he's just like, oh, I'm just gonna take a quick look at the scoreboard, and Pred's got more kills. He's just like, how is this even possible? So I really like this Surge team. I don't know. For me, I don't think they're gonna win Champs.
Well, we all know who's gonna win Champs.
Well, you're gonna go Atlanta FaZe.
We all know who's gonna win Champs.
It'll be interesting, that's for sure.
The most consistent
so yeah,
team.
I'm going 3-2 Seattle Surge to start us off.
Beautiful.
Moving on to game 2.
Your boys.
Obviously, all these games are going to be on the Thursday.
Yes.
We go LA Thieves, Boston Breach. For me, this has been
keep it going.
LA's best matchups of the year.
Yeah.
Every time they have played Boston, they have absolutely destroyed them. I don't think Boston have beaten LA this year. So for me, I go 3-0 LA Thieves.
Really? Okay. Well, I'm going 3-1. I also had LA Thieves winning. I think they're gonna ride that the momentum. I think they're gonna keep winning games.
So there is one thing to say though. Obviously, teams that have won majors in past have played very poorly.
The next time,
kicking off the next stage.
Yeah.
However, this is not a next stage. This is
the end.
Like this is it.
This is it.
There's no room for mistakes here.
You gotta leave it all out.
Play. It's putting it's slapping. I'm just gonna we'll move on.
Slap. Wait, what? Wait, what do we say?
Slapping your dick on the table.
Holy moly!
That's what Champs is all about.
Oh my god, this is not made for
kids.
kids.
LA Thieves are going to come out firing 3-0. Okay, 6 o'clock. Optic Texas against Toronto Ultra.
Toronto Ultra wins this 3-2. That's what I have. Optic Texas is going to the losers round, where I think they're going to make a little bit of a run, but I don't think they win this.
I've gone 3-1 Optic.
You think Optics had it? All right.
Yeah, I think the only map they'll lose is the S&D
Okay. Oh.
for me personally.
Okay. Yeah, I mean they do
But
play
we'll
well
see.
in respawns. You never know.
I think honestly Toronto are probably one of the best S&D teams in the league.
Yeah.
Especially with someone as clutch as Insight on their roster.
Yeah.
But I think Optic have something to prove now. They haven't performed to what they'd expect to
Yeah.
perform after Major One. And if you go way back in the podcast, just after they won Major One, I said something that actually has really come true. I said that Optic teams have always tended to, when they've won something, slack
Yeah.
and underperform for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
And
It's
that's exactly what Optic did this year.
it's like when you do something at work that's like really awesome, like you did a project or something and made the company some money, and then you're just like, all right, I'm gonna coast for the rest of the year, I guess.
Right.
Like I'm
That's
good.
literally what Optic
Yeah.
have done, and they had a chance where they like that during Major One. I know they okay. I will say, obviously, yes, they did have those injury
Yeah.
issues with
Injury.
Illy.
Yeah.
And yes, like that did derail their season a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But even Major Two, when Illy was still healthy, they did not perform at all.
No.
So, I think they've got something to prove. They're really starting to find their feet. That losers bracket run at
Yeah.
Major Four
I think they're
was
gonna make a
very
run
solid
for
from them.
sure, but I think
So
Toronto.
I think I've got them to beat Ultra here. Okay, and then the final game of the Thursday.
Big time, prime time,
Ooh,
big
prime time,
boys.
7:30 on a Thursday evening. We've got
Is
Atlanta
Arcides
FaZe.
the biggest man on the CDL? What's his name from Boston's pretty big. Talk about weight.
Oh, 100%.
You think it's Arcides or the guy from Boston? I think there's some people in New York that are a little overweight too. Needless to
Prim.
say.
Prim's a little big.
It's
Prim's a little thick.
It's a couple big boys on the stage there.
Yeah. But no, I think Arcides is, but Arcides is actually doing a lot of work
Yeah.
to lose weight.
I love that.
He's been in
Shout
the
out
gym
to
a
him.
lot, and I respect it massively. He's taking his health seriously.
I need to start
doing
something.
I need to get back in the gym as well.
Getting
I've been drinking far too much beer.
We were talking about that right before the potty. Like, man, beer's getting
Yeah.
expensive, y'all.
Beer is getting expensive, and I'm not losing
This
any weight.
inflation is getting crazy.
So anyway, this is going to be a big game for me because Atlanta FaZe obviously coming in, they had a pretty decent performance. Obviously, third place at Major Four. They finished second place at every other tournament.
It's their
Um,
lowest finish of any of the majors.
yeah, Major Four was their lowest finish of the year. at
Yeah,
third.
third.
So, like these guys know how to get it done. New York are coming in with absolutely nothing to lose. They realistically, New York shouldn't even be here. So the fact that they are is unbelievable and massive kudos to them for making
Yeah.
it. But
Do you think they need to change the format? Like, this New York, like you were just saying, shouldn't be here. They were in, what, second to last? Like, all year round?
I absolutely love it.
Okay, so you do love it.
We used to have that. Champs used to be all 12 teams qualified.
Yeah.
So even a team like Paris Legion
Would still
could
be here.
end up winning champs, even though they haven't won a game all
Nah,
year.
I don't see. I think this is a step in the right direction.
I think this is a great setup.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, they shouldn't be here, but other teams allowed them to be here. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Like teams like Minnesota, teams like Florida, like those teams choked.
Yeah.
Big time.
They needed to win.
LA Gorillas. LA Gorillas won a major and didn't qualify for champs.
They're at home
It's the most
watching it.
ridiculous thing. Like it's just crazy. So fair play to New York. They do deserve to be here because they put on a hell of a show
Heck of a
at
show.
Major Four. But they don't deserve to be here because of the rest of their performances for the whole year. But anyway,
Show the back half.
Are they able to take on Atlanta FaZe? For me personally, no.
No.
I've gone 3-1.
That's exactly what I
New York
have.
will pick up a map. But
I think they might pick up an S&D.
It's possible. FaZe's S&D hasn't been the strongest recently. I know their
respawn
control
though
is unmatched.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, I say that they lost twice in control to to LA
Thieves,
Thieves.
yeah.
But the thing is, LA Thieves are the best control players in the league right now. So, Bays, I think, win 3-1. I think either a hard point or an S&D goes the way of New York.
Yeah, that's what I have. 3-1. Bays, they're starting their run to win champs.
Okay, so we move on to Friday. Got 4 more games on the Friday. Kicking off, New York Subliners. I think we both have New York Subliners versus London.
Yes, we all have the same except Optic.
Except I have Toronto and the losers. You have Optic.
Yep.
Okay. So, New York, London. Where are you going with this?
Does New York, are they the real deal? Was that home field advantage? Are they finally, I mean, they had roster changes. There's a lot of questions. Will London show up at a, actual LAN event? Like, these are the questions that we need to answer as hosts and co-hosts. You know what I mean? What do I think's gonna happen? This is it.
These
are the questions.
This is one of the toughest matchups of the whole weekend.
Yeah.
I think if this is actually a matchup that happens,
I think we should wait. Let's lock it in. Let's just pause it. Let's see how they play Thursday night, and then we can change it.
No,
the next
you have
day.
to lock in the whole bracket before.
Yeah, I know that we do, but I feel like people at home, the ones that are scoring a bunch of points, they'll be like, "Man, New York's looking real good." And then they go the next day, and
I think people are gonna have New York to go far in this major.
I think so, but
and I don't blame them. I don't blame them
them
at all after Major 4. Like they were playing some exceptional Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I
think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be 3-2.
It's just which way it goes for me as well. Because
I'm doing New York.
I want to back New York.
I'm going
really
with him.
do.
I think.
But I also want to back London.
I feel like London only plays
I
good.
backed London last stage.
Last major.
We
both
did.
did.
Backed them to win the whole thing.
And they betrayed us. They freaking betrayed us.
I'm going New York 3-2.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go 3-1.
Okay. Elimination round 1, game 2.
You got Ultra Boston, right?
I have Ultra Boston. You have Optic Boston.
Yeah.
This is like these. This is the thing. This is the hardest pick'ems I've had to do because
I think they should play 5 games.
What, best of 9s all the way
Best
through?
of 7s.
How does that work?
7s.
Best of 7 just doesn't work, bro.
What are you talking about? It's an odd number.
It's either best of 5 or best of 9.
No, 7's in between. First to 4.
First to 4? No, it doesn't work. It's deluded. I think I'm backing Ultra here.
Yeah.
I
got in your head, right? Ultras.
I think I'm going 3-1 Ultra.
Got in your head. I'm going.
No, you're not in my head. I'm just trying to I'm trying to think about all this. Just like these matchups are just going to be insane all weekend.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great weekend for Call of Duty.
I'm not gonna do anything all weekend. I'm not even gonna go DJ. I'm literally just gonna be sitting at home, just watching the Call of Duty League all weekend.
Just getting a little keg of Heineken to save a little bit of money. Put it in the
100%.
fridge.
Just have a
Get the
keg.
5. Is it the 5-liter guy? Pony.
I need to find a keg of Heineken. That's what I need to do.
Wait,
I'll blow through that on the Thursday. I mean,
when are they going? When are the people moving back into school? You're gonna be helping people move in, hammered. Just Heineken up. Okay, you're chilling. All right. I'm going 3-1 Optic over Boston.
So I think we both have Boston being early exit. Same with London.
Yes.
From Champs, both of them finishing 8th and 7th.
Yeah.
I believe they still do win money for.
Yeah, you
obviously.
probably.
I think all 8 teams will win some kind of prize money at the end of this. Obviously, I think Paris only won some money.
Yeah.
In the Pro-Am, if I'm correct. I don't think they won any. So they might have won some in Major 1.
Maybe during the what was the thing they were doing? Bounties? Maybe they won something during bounties.
No. They lost pretty much every match, bro. What are you on about?
I don't know. I was trying to throw him a bone, man. You didn't have to get into the research. You just said maybe. Yeah, probably. Sure.
Maybe they did.
Sounds
They might
like
have won some money this
Las
year, but it
Vegas.
didn't seem like a lot.
Whoever bought them, hopefully they got a deal. What I'm thinking. We should have went in on it. What are we
I mean,
doing?
let's be honest. It's $200,000 for a spot in the CDL.
That's nothing. That's nothing, man.
All right, moving on. Moving on to still on Friday.
We got
6 o'clock
winners.
game. Atlanta FaZe, Seattle Surge.
Yeah, and Seattle Surge literally could beat them. They have beat them
Seattle
throughout the
Surge
year.
have had the upper hand on FaZe all season.
Yeah. Like, I would not be surprised if FaZe lose this and have to do a elimination round run. I would not be surprised. Is that going to happen in my pick'ems? No. You all know the answer to that.
Monks has got 3-0 FaZe.
I was, but then I was like, nah, Seattle will get 1. 3-1 FaZe. Let's go, baby.
I'm backing my boys from Seattle.
Yeah.
3-1. 3-1 Seattle Surge.
You think FaZe only wins one game?
I think FaZe only win one game.
Apologize if
one map, bro.
Apologize if you guys are watching. Yeah, can't get comfortable. We got cords going all over the place. I'm just all over tonight.
What are you doing over there?
What are you going on about? What are you going on about, mate?
What are you doing over there? All right, so a little change up from us there.
Last game.
Last game of the day, I believe you have Ultra Thieves. I have Optic Thieves.
Is Thieves the real deal? Because I've seen them play terrible COD earlier in the season. You know it. I know it. They played some bad games.
I think I know. Like I'm just gonna say something before you predict this. Before we both predict this. I think I know who both our winners for champs are gonna be, and I know yours is Atlanta FaZe.
Sure.
And I'm. Mine's gonna be LA Thieves.
We're just willing
We're
this.
just bandwagoning.
We're
just
trying
going for our teams, bro.
Trying to put this
We're
into
just backing our
existence.
teams.
We're trying to manifest this.
I'm manifesting LA Thieves winning champs right now. I've gone 3-1 Thieves here against Optic.
I'm picturing Arcides lifting the trophy right now, dude. The fog shooting up, confetti's getting,
Gold confetti.
Yeah, filling the stage. Light show's gonna be crazy. Oh man, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. I'm gonna have a drink for them. Maybe I'll put it on the internet. A toast. Toronto Ultra, very consistent team. You know what I mean? They're just middle of the pack.
Consistently inconsistent.
Middle of the pack,
Very inconsistently consistent.
I think it's 3-2. I do think LA Thieves win. Because I think they're gonna be okay. I think they're gonna be okay for sure. That's a good Friday though. My goodness.
That's a great Friday of games.
That's a good Friday.
So we go on to Saturday now. Unbelievable, honestly. Absolutely unbelievable.
This is good. I might have to take off of work.
I mean, the fact is, Championship Sunday is one game, and it's literally Championship Final.
Yeah.
Everything else is Saturday from now on out. We're going to have 5 games on this Saturday.
Saturday's going to be nuts. Holy
We're going to have 1 game on Sunday. That's it. Okay. So
I don't know if I like...
I don't know if I like it.
I don't know if I like it.
I understand why they're doing it, because otherwise you're only going to have 3 games on the Saturday. But I would have liked it. Maybe you go... Here's what you do. You have...
I would like a semifinal.
Then you have elimination final Sunday and then into grand finals.
Yeah, I like that better. So the winner has...
So you get 4
a
and then
break.
You get 2 games on the Sunday.
Yeah.
But, hey, we're not in control. We're not in charge of the
Not yet.
CDL. Maybe we should be.
Not yet.
And you'll say, we're here, bro.
We're here. We made it. So what do we got? You got Seattle Optic, or you have Seattle?
I have
Ultra.
What, in the 1:30 game?
1:30 Saturday.
I have Atlanta FaZe Toronto Ultra. Which I'm going.
Somebody cue up the
3-0.
the fart sound effects.
3-0 Atlanta FaZe.
Where's the fart?
3-0 Atlanta FaZe.
Where's the fart sound effects?
Atlanta FaZe beat Ultra.
Metro, add that in post. We're gonna edit in some
Metro
sound
doesn't edit
effects.
our videos anymore. Metro literally edited like 3 episodes of the Vexcast, never got bored.
Don't worry, I hit the soundboard for you. 3-0? Yeah, put some
3-0 Atlanta
respect on my
FaZe.
boy's name. Jeez Louise, dude.
I'm going out in elimination round 3. So letting you know that right now.
Seattle Surge, Optic, Texas. I mean, where's a coin? I can just flip. Well, I should be flipping a coin for these games, honestly.
Seattle Optic.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a hell of a matchup.
I mean,
That's my elimination final matchup. I'm telling you that right now.
whoa. I think Seattle wins it. I think Optic is done here. 3-2. It's gonna be tight. They're gonna be tight games.
That's your 1:30 game, correct?
Yeah, 1:30. Let's head into 3.
Your 3 p.m. game is
Ultra New York.
Ultra New York. I have Optic New York.
Okay. Yeah, that checks out.
So I have 3-1 Optic here.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think didn't these two teams match up?
You're gonna have the New York run here?
I don't. That's
Is that what you're doing?
I'm thinking about. I mean, it might be an ultra run. I mean, yeah, I think New York win this.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they beat Toronto 3-1. They're in LA. Toronto might be partying a little too hard. Maybe they eat some bad seafood or something. They're just not feeling it that day. Just not feeling it. Weird Chipotle or something.
Okay. All right. So elimination round 3 then is not the next game. We go up to
Winners
the
final.
winners finals, which for you I believe is FaZe LA.
Yeah,
Correct?
FaZe Thieves.
And for me is Seattle Thieves.
So you only have to win 1, 2, 3 games if you're in the
3
winners.
games to get the grand finals.
Yeah, 3 games. Then you got the Saturday night off. After 4:35, you got all night done.
You finish around 5:30.
Yeah, you got nothing going on.
You get to watch.
Grab some dinner. Watch 2
Watch
matches.
the next 2 games.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's chilling,
bro.
Big chilling.
And honestly, the only thing I do like about this is that both teams are going to come in Sunday fresh.
Yeah.
It is going to be an all-out battle. No team has like been off for a while.
Yeah.
And no team has been like
Playing all
had
day.
3 matchups in a row. So
I do like that, but it's also going to be who's going to get warm. I guess since it's best of 9, you have time to warm up.
Oh, also, I mean, like you've got it's at 3 p.m. on Sunday.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's like a 1:30 start. You know, you've got time to like lay in a little bit, get up,
Sure.
go work out.
Yeah.
You know, get the body moving.
Yeah.
Get on the sticks.
Yeah.
Just destroy some bots.
Yeah.
And then
For sure.
and then get into it. You know,
Play
it's
some
like,
ranked.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt it, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So where are you going? Seattle Thieves.
I've gone 3-1 LA Thieves here.
Really? You're backing your boys heavy, huh?
I'm backing my boys all the way to the grand final.
Okay. You inspired me to back my boys because I was like,
You were gonna back your boys anyway. I didn't even need to inspire you, bro.
Dude, I'm trying to give you a compliment.
All I'm saying is,
say you're inspiring.
Major 4, bro. Remember what happened Major 4 between LA Thieves and Atlanta FaZe?
3-1. They 3-1'd them twice.
3-1 twice.
Yeah, that's why they're out for
You know,
blood.
and you're gonna go what with what's your scoreline?
3-1. FaZe.
Deluded, man. All right. Deluded FaZe fan over here.
Yeah.
All right, so we dropped down. Back to the elimination rounds. I have a hell of a matchup right here, which I really hope happens.
My predictions
and it's
are
Optic Texas, Atlanta FaZe, elimination round 3.
Dang, dude!
A repeat of what happened in Major 4.
Yeah.
At this pretty much the same stage.
Yeah, right around the same time.
Just before that elimination finals.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm torn on this one. Um,
Do you need help?
because these no, because you're just gonna say Atlanta FaZe
It's
win.
3-1.
It's like Atlanta FaZe have been consistent all season. There's no denying that. Optic have been inconsistent, but are starting to find some good form. Um, it's just, are Optic good enough to beat Atlanta FaZe
Again?
again? I mean, they haven't done it since, well, for a while
Major
now.
2?
Um, Major 3 qualifiers, I believe it was.
Yeah, come on, man. We're talking about LAN.
But on LAN, probably since Major 1,
Yeah.
they haven't beaten them. So I don't know. The sensible thing for me to do here would to be to back Atlanta FaZe.
Yeah, that would be the sensible thing to do.
Um,
3-1.
but nothing about this season's been sensible.
It's very true. I mean, my bracket right now, I'm looking at it and I'm regretting a lot of decisions.
Really.
Well,
Already.
my matchup is New York versus Seattle right now. And I go, wait, how did we get here?
I mean, it could happen.
It
You
could
never know.
happen.
Look. I've got to go with what my gut is telling me, which is a 3-2 Atlanta FaZe.
Okay. I like that. I like that a lot.
By the way, in my matchups, I do have the Crim versus Scamp matchup, which is that my elimination round 2 is Optic Subliners, which I really hope happens. And then to go into Optic FaZe after that, oh my god.
That would be ideal. That'd be nice. Yeah, I
Listen, man.
have Sub versus Seattle. I don't know what happened. Like either one of these teams, if they make it, like
Hey, you've locked this in. You've locked in your predictions so far. You've got to carry it on.
gotta carry it on. I think this is the end of the road for New York and Seattle. Young squad, get it going. Young, young and old. Get the rookie of the year on the squad.
The runner-up for Rookie of the Year as well
Yeah,
in Sib. And then Mac, who I mean is still isn't exactly old.
yeah.
And then Accuracy, who's the godfather of the team. Let's just say that.
That's it. I think Seattle
It's a
wins.
really good setup.
3-1 New York, and then they play Thieves.
Which I mean, let's be honest. If New York managed to do that and finish 4th, in champs, I think they deserve a hell of a lot of credit. I mean, that's an unreal performance from them. If you're correct.
Yeah,
If they get to 4th place after the season they've had, they would take it every day of the week. Obviously, they want to win it. Of course, they do. Everyone does. But I think they would take 4th place right now.
to win that cashola. What do you
Yep.
got? You got FaZe versus who?
My elimination final is Atlanta FaZe Seattle Surge.
So we both have Surge going pretty far.
Which I had this matchup earlier in the tournament, which I predicted Surge to beat FaZe originally.
Yeah, which they do.
Which I mean, Surge
Historically,
beat FaZe.
yeah,
This is a different one though. This is for a spot in grand finals. And Atlanta FaZe know how to get to grand finals, and they know how to win finals. Like, just they do. Maybe not so far on Vanguard, but they know how to do it.
yeah, it's been done.
Um,
I think we're gonna see things. I think out of FaZe, out of Celium in particular, that we haven't seen all year. I think they've been saving some stuff for champs.
I think the person really needs if he shows up, Atlanta FaZe win, and it's a BZ. If
Okay.
BZ shows up, Atlanta FaZe are easily the best team in the league.
Okay.
Because Simp is consistent.
Yeah.
Arstes is consistent. Cell, for the most part, is consistent. But if a BZ's not firing, that team doesn't run as well as it should.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for me, for my predictions with FaZe Surge, I've gone. I think finally Atlanta FaZe will beat Seattle. For me personally, and it will set up the grand finals between the LA Thieves and Atlanta FaZe.
Yeah.
For me, on my predictions.
Yeah. Same. I think this is the end of the road for Seattle as well. I think Thieves win 3-1. But historically, after a team wins a major, they don't, they don't perform as well. So maybe maybe we're both speaking
We might
craziness.
be just completely wrong, and
It's
both
completely
teams could be
chalked.
double Olymp. I mean,
Yeah,
let's be
yeah.
honest. With this season, nothing would
Nothing
surprise
would
me if
surprise
both
me, and it's
teams
gonna be.
just first rounded
It would
straight away.
make it even. It would be icing on the cake for season 2 of the Vector Cast for all of our champs to just be
Just
chalked.
like somehow, even though we've had different predictions all the
Yeah.
way through, for the most part, like none of them happen. We get 0 points. Like just
0. They don't
both of
even
us.
give us any
Both of
points.
us get 0.
So we both have the same grand final,
We do best of 9.
and we both like these teams. These are our squads. So maybe there's some bias in there. Maybe there is. Maybe there isn't.
Well,
I don't know.
look, we've got me, who is an LA Thieves fan, who, yes, there is 100% bias in my predictions for LA Thieves.
There's no
But
bias
I've
to
also
mine
got
predictions.
Atlanta FaZe, which is arguably the most consistent team in current CDL in the current CDL
There's
era.
no argument. What are you talking about? It's facts. You're speaking facts right
yeah,
now.
they are. And then there's on Monk's side where he's a big Atlanta FaZe fan.
Phase up, baby.
But
Woo!
also their consistency in FaZe. Why have you got LA Thieves going this far? What's your reasoning for that?
I mean, they showed a lot last major for sure. I think they have the easier route. I think is what it is. Honestly, who they playing? Boston. On my end.
On your end, yeah. And obviously
That
had them
big
going up against Optic.
Yeah, that's a big game right
is,
there. I have them going
which
against
is not an
Toronto.
easy game.
That's a big game. If they win that one, sure, I see this happening.
Then I have them going up against Surge, which is not an easy game either.
Yeah. A lot of things have to fall into place for them to get here.
Yeah. So
do you have 5-3?
I do have a 5-3.
I have a 5-3 as well.
And I think I know which way your 5-3.
I think I know which way your 5-3 is going as well. Go ahead, lock it in.
Need to say it? Do we need
lock
to
it
say,
in? Submit the predictions.
Monks is gone for a 5-3 Atlanta.
Yes,
victory.
baby.
I've gone for a 5-3 Atlanta.
Woo!
Just joking. 5-3 LA Thieves, baby. Let's get it. We've locked in the predictions. They're submitted. We cannot change them.
Can't change it.
That's it. They're done.
Locked in. Season 2, our last
0
prediction.
Points incoming. Let's go.
Our last pick'em.
Our last edition of pick'ems for the season.
Sounds kind of sad.
I think I'm 4-0 on the season so far in terms of predictions. I won Major 1, Major 2, Major
What'd you get
3,
Major
and
2?
Major 4.
What'd you get Major 2?
Total, I got 56 points.
53. God, we were close, though. Major 3?
55.
50. Major 1?
4, I got 58.
Oh, I missed a week.
Yeah, you did. You had that
2.
week that killed you.
And then same with Major 4, I missed a week as well.
Yeah, so I got 44 on that.
Yeah. So there, I mean, we're close.
I've actually got consistently worse as the season gets on.
Yes, it's so unpredictable. What are we doing?
It's just unreal. But anyway, look, like we were saying, August 4th through August 7th, tune in. It's on. It will be on YouTube. It's also on the Call of Duty League's website. Just go watch it. It is going to be an unbelievable weekend of Call of Duty. You just don't want to miss it. It's gonna be unreal.
I mean, they should be playing this at, like, is there bars by you that would have this on? Like, I don't even know if I could go to, like, Carolina Ale House and be like, hey, do you guys have a YouTube? Can you put, like, YouTube on the TV?
For me personally, I don't think they would. There are no bars really around here.
Yeah, that are like
unless
that.
you've got kind of like gaming bars.
I mean, we do here. There might be a couple. But I don't know if they have the technology.
But I don't know if they will.
I mean, I think they should.
Yeah.
Sure.
Anyway, look, just please, just watch it. Just give it a chance, because I promise you will not regret it. It's going to be an unbelievable weekend in LA.
Do not tweet at me until Sunday, okay? I have work for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I'll be catching up while I'm waiting on Dish. And if I get any tweets from Illing those nights, I know I'm not looking.
If you see a tweet from me that just says the bracket's chalked,
I go,
then
oh
you know what's
no,
happened.
oh no, Thursday
Well,
night.
we've actually got different brackets this time around. Like
A
in
little bit.
previous ones, we've had pretty similar most of the way through.
Yeah.
I think with this one, we've actually gone pretty different with it for a lot of it. Obviously, some of it is very similar. And obviously we got that same grand final. I think honestly, for like the fourth major in a row, we actually have the same final.
Yeah, but
Too.
we were not right
Um,
on any of them.
no, we've never been right on who's actually won, um, or who's
Uh,
even been in the grand final. Apart from Atlanta FaZe, which I think we predicted a couple of times.
yeah,
Um,
I had them every
to
time.
get them. Well, you had them to win every time, and they've never won it. So maybe you shouldn't have
Actually,
backed
no,
them.
I didn't. I'm looking at Major 3. I didn't have them in the grand finals. Who did I have them losing into?
I also didn't have. Oh no, I did have them. I lost. I had them losing to Optic, but I lost to Gorillas in Major 2, Major 3,
So do you think so?
Major 3. I didn't have them there as well. I had
I had them there.
Minnesota
Yeah, I had
and
Minnesota and
Optic.
Optic. Yeah,
I backed Optic to get there all the time.
yeah. I
Not this time
mean,
around.
they played really good
Who did I
Call of Duty in
have?
the beginning.
Who did I have in Major 1? I backed
Nuts.
my boys. I think I did. I did.
I
I
had
did back LA Thieves to get to grand finals
dang.
in
I had
Major
this one
1
right. Major 1.
against. You had Optic.
I had Optic in Atlanta.
I didn't. Yeah, but you backed Atlanta.
Yeah,
And if
exactly.
you'd backed, if only you'd backed Optic, man. You never back Optic though. I know
Nah.
you.
Them dang Texans down there. They don't
And
know what they're
then
doing.
obviously the one major, then Major 4. Obviously, I predicted Atlanta FaZe to be there, and they won. It
Yeah.
is what it is, man. It is what it is. Anyway, that's been us for today.
Yeah, that's it. We ran a little over, but
We
it's
we we're
champs.
we're it's
It's
champs.
champs.
We will see you on the 9th.
We need
No, yes, the 9th of August. We will run down champs. We may well have a special guest on as well. Um, and yeah, that will be the last episode of season 2 of the VectorCast. We'll be taking the off season off because we're pro athletes. We need our off season time.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'll still be streaming
Yeah.
on our own channels, obviously, but the VectorCast will take a break until Modern Warfare 2 releases. So
October. We
in
need.
October,
Has there been
and then
any? Is it like who's testing this game? You know what I mean? Is anybody testing this game? Is it? I mean, that's not far away. October.
I know people have had access to it. I
But
believe
probably like
some of the
campaign. I don't think they're
pros.
playing.
No, I think the pros have had access to multiplayer maps and
Okay.
things like that.
I hope so. I hope it's good,
Because
man.
obviously they're starting to test for CDL for next year.
I hope so.
I believe some content creators have had an opportunity to play some multiplayer as well. Behind the scenes, obviously it's still in early access, still in alpha stage right now. So obviously nothing's complete yet. But hey, look, I'm looking forward to Modern Warfare 2. But first we got this massive Call of Duty champs coming up, and I cannot wait for it. It's going to be a hell of a weekend. So make sure you tune in. Monks, where can they find you?
Monks_blood on everything. I just looked at Twitch. I was trying to get a name change to just be Monks, but
Yeah.
someone already has it taken. And I wonder
They
if I
still
can
have it
email.
taken?
I wonder if I can like email, be like, they don't do anything on the platform. What are we doing here?
How many followers do they have? 0.
Like 0. Yeah, it's just a name. I'm
Oh.
like, what are we
Oh,
doing here?
that sucks.
All right.
Anyway, I am
We'll see you.
96 on all socials as well.
DJ
So have a good one.
M16.
MI6. Wrong already. Anyway, we'll see you soon. Have a good one.
Have a great one.
Peace.
Peace.